In this week's YouTube video, I talk about uh, preparing a garden from scratch. So even if you have only one garden bed, you don't have to have a huge lawn. How you can apply the same principles of start with the bigger pieces, then work your way down all the way to the annuals to fill in. So you can see here that I have containers just placed around. I like to place plants before everything gets in the ground, and I'm still waiting for some bigger pieces. So I have some placeholders in there. Um, you can look at, color, how things are going to go together. Always be mindful of what size things are going to be when they get to full size. Hopefully you'll take a look and subscribe and like and follow along with the garden adventures for 2022. Here, you can see I have planted already some major shrubs. So this is a spirea called Double Play Doozy. I have a couple of small tater tot arborvitaes. This over here is an Invincible Spirit hydrangea, so that'll get to be a pretty nice size. This Cotinus Winecraft Black is also going to get to be a really nice size. I put a couple placeholders in here because I'm still waiting for some baptisias and another rose. Again, another shrub that'll get to be a pretty nice size, Kodiak Black Durvilla. So I've put in my major pieces in this bed. The second thing that I've done now, because there's no big trees, the hawthorn trees are already here, I've filled in with, here I have some salvia. So we're filling in the holes, basically. I have seeds that I'm hoping are going to germinate and going to go in here. But if not, I'm going to fill in with annuals. So I have some heucheras that I've just placed. Again, one of the things that I like to say is place the plants before you actually plant them. So here's an example. So I've got some yarrow that I'm looking to put in over here in between that grass and this little tater tot and the spirea. I've got some Agastache or Agastache, however you want to say it, that I'm going to ring over here to fill in over here. Like I said, when plants are really young, it takes a few years for things to really get to be their full size. So you might want to have to fill in with some perennials, some annuals. And don't forget that just because an area might be sunny now, maybe it'll be shady in a couple of years. That's the case probably here with this hawthorn. As it gets bigger, it throws more and more shade, so I may have to adapt and change things out. Let me move over here. Okay, so here our path is going to go right through here, right where the irrigation line is. And again, I popped in some salvias, won't take up too much room. I'm going to throw in a couple of heucheras. I put them in a place, see if I like them. In that container right now, there's just a rhubarb. I was thinking some lantana maybe. Some grasses. Put in some liatris bulbs the other day. So one thing at a time. Then step back, take a look and see if it's the way you like it. Layer up. Start with your bigger things, the things that are going to grow. Watch the placement, then add the smaller shrubs, perennials, and then annuals. And then you can always fill in with containers till things actually get a little bit larger. That's what you can do no matter what size your garden is. You do not have to have a garden that's my size. And believe me, there are people who have gardens that are way bigger than mine. I have a little over an acre, but you can take any single bed and that can be exactly what you have. You may have just one bed. You may just have a small area around the front of your house. So bite it off in pieces. See what will work for you and then apply the same principles of start with the bigger pieces. In this bed, I started with the catalpa and the Japanese maple. Then I've filled in with bulbs and annuals and perennials, and there's really not too many shrubs. I had a rose here that didn't do too well. I replaced it with a hydrangea. There's really no shrubs in this particular bed. So I hope that's helpful. Hope you're having a great day gardening. So it's a gloomy, overcast day in Connecticut. So I thought I'd stop at a garden center. Look at all the veg that's out. Lots of lettuce and kale. Ooh, look at that pretty color. Scarlet kale, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, onions, arugula. Ooh, lots of yummies. Oh, check out the sempervitamins. Look at that. Wow, that is so cool. I don't really grow these guys, but wow, those are beautiful. Lots of different varieties. Pretty. Let me know if you grow them. So you can never go wrong with creeping phlox. Look how pretty this is. All sorts of really pretty colors. White, pink, purple. Look at that. So beautiful. That'll brighten up your day. So here's a plant that I really like. I just discovered it a few years ago. It's called Burnet, Sanguisorba. Grows pretty much zones 2 through 8. Grows 24 to 30 inches high, 24 inches apart. It sends up these really pretty spikes above the green leaves. But I love the texture on these leaves. I think you can see that. So something to consider if you're looking for something new.